Alright, check this out. No matter where they ended up on the ladder at the end of the regular season, I was always going to make a video on the worst team, regardless of where they ended up on the ladder at the end of the regular season, and that's the Broncos. Now, I'm not too sure how other Broncos supporters feel or how they felt during the decline this season, but I could kind of see it happening, especially with the handling of their senior players, like Alex Glenn, Andrew McCulloch for sure, and also Jordan Kahu, all who were, in my opinion, treated poorly, I'd say, or handled poorly. Even a couple of years ago with Wayne Bennett and the Anthony Seibold trade. And yes, even the way they treated Tavita Pangai Jr., albeit he did break the law or whatever it was, the reason that they let him go. It's just messy. Everything with the Brisbane Broncos for the past couple of years has just been a big mess and handled with, really unprofessionally. And then there's the on-field performances, and man, I have never seen a team perform as badly in defense as the 2020 Brisbane Broncos. And what does it come down to? I mean, we're all armchair experts at the end of the day. From the outside looking in, there seems to be a clear lack of discipline, poor attitude, and I'm not one of those people that just point the finger at players in particular and use them as scapegoats, but it's for sure more of a group of players that look to me like they're just happy to be there, glad they're wearing the infamous Brisbane Broncos jersey, and it kind of shows in their performance. But yeah, man, their defense. I ended up taking a look at their for and against. Oh, we all know that it'll be something crazy. And take a look at this. 268 for, 624 against, minus 356. The worst in the league. I know the Dogs are also contenders for the wooden spoon, but in my opinion they've been way better than the Broncos this season. And like I said earlier, even if the Broncos didn't finish with the wooden spoon this season, I still would have named them as the worst team in the NRL 2020 season. So what does it actually come down to? Does it come down to the lack of experience? Because there are a lot of young players in this team. Or is it poor coaching? I mean, they already got rid of Seibold, which, if I'm honest, I was glad, but I thought that was kind of harsh as well. Then again, the man should not have been signed to a 5-year deal. I don't know who he knows in the front office, but they really hooked him up. Was it deserved? I'm not going to tell you what another man does and doesn't deserve, but I will say this. That shit was crazy. I couldn't believe he got a 5-year deal. What else is there to say that I haven't touched on? Their attack this season, pretty average. Actually, super average. Which really surprised me, because when I first heard that Anthony Seibold would be coming to the Broncos, I was keen to see what I thought was his style of play. But f me, was I wrong or was I wrong? The Bunnies still play today how they played under Seibold, and those smooth set plays were pretty much non-existent. I mean, there were a couple of smooth set play tries, but again, it was just nowhere near as good as it looked when it was the Bunnies performing it, you know? I think the best attacking came from individual brilliances from players like Odoni Staggs and David Fafita, who will be sorely missed. Oh, that one still hurts, boys. David Fafita. They couldn't afford to keep David Fafita. Going to the Gold Coast is probably the best thing for David Fafita. Not money-wise, but development-wise, because the Broncos, for the most part, rely way too heavily on those players like David and Odoni Staggs. Even Payne Haas, he's a machine in defense. Don't get me wrong, the money's nice. Like, what was it? Fucking $1 million a season or something? Maybe more than that. Congrats to the big man, Fafita. And also, congrats to Darius Boyd on a great career, man. He cops a lot of shit, but the man deserves praise for his accomplishments in rugby league. I think we'll wrap it up there. The Brisbane Broncos, my Brisbane Broncos, I do support them, are my pick for the worst team of the 2020 season. Them getting the wooden spoon pretty much solidified it. Let me know your boys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I will do more of these kind of videos, so yeah, keep an eye out for those. As always, if you want to see more rugby league content or more content in general, be sure to run it straight at that like button. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you. Later.
Rag the riches, so if it's by the back, you know that I'm finna pull up. All of this cash, I get it and split it and flip it and make sure I double it up. I ain't a bastard, nigga. My pops taught me how to grind and how to run up my funds. I really peep out a bitch like she talking about tips. All of these, I'll be knowing what's up.